My name is Stacy Marsh. This presentation is for my senior capstone class at Tarleton State University. This presentation is about depression in adults based on the household type that they grew up in. There have been current studies conducted on children to determine the level of depression that they are experiencing based on the types of homes that they are currently living in. The most common household type that is studied is the nuclear family, which is mom and dad, and the single parent home of just mom. Other types of households that are studied are foster care and single father homes along with grandma and grandpa. Even though they are biological, they're still considered non-biological because there is a gap in the genetics. A study that was conducted by Teal and Associates determined that children were 4.7 times more susceptible of being hospitalized and diagnosed with a mental illness than children who lived with a dual-parent home. Anderson also performed a study and hypothesized that children who lived with dual parents, both biological, tended to do better later on in life. Another study that I had looked into was Bear and Associates that concluded that children who were raised either by single or non-biological parents were more likely to be hospitalized and have a mental illness as opposed to those who lived with both biological mom and dad. The research that I had conducted was done on adults. I was trying to bridge the gap between children and adults and the level of depression that adults have experienced based off of their child upbringing. This study had presented a correlation between depression and the type of home the adults were raised in as children. There was a significant finding that children who were raised in dual-parent homes tended to not experience depression as much as children raised in single-parent homes. I had hypothesized that there is a significant correlation between adults who were raised in a single-parent household that experienced depression more than those who were raised in a dual-parent household. The method of my study was I had 41 participants, male and female. About 87% were more female than male. My age range was all adults 18 and up. There was a predominant study of 48% that were age 41 and higher. About 90% of my participants were Caucasian. I did have some Hispanic and at least one Asian who had participated in my study. The procedure that I utilized was a survey that was done online. It had asked for age, gender, the type of household, what type of parents, and it also had the Beck's Depression Inventory. The Beck's Depression Inventory is what I used to measure the level of depression in each individual adult. As you can see in the models, the home type, there was a significance in the level of depression in the different home types. The depression level that was the greatest was seen in single-parent homes. Even though there were less single-parent homes, there was more depression seen, whereas in a dual-parent home, there were more normal levels of depression in those individuals, as seen in the chart down below. The different results indicated through a NOVA test, there was a 0.091 p-value, which was greater than the alpha of 0.05, which indicated that there was a significance level depression based off of the home type. Due to the results, I am able to reject the null hypothesis, indicating that there is a significance in the level of depression based off of the home type. The home single parents appeared to produce children who became adults that were more susceptible to experiencing higher levels of depression. The results also show that homes who had a dual parent living within the home had adults who experienced less depression. The homes with dual parents were predominantly biological parents. The few individuals who lived with a step parent did show higher levels of depression than those who did not. However, these individuals still showed less of depression in accordance to the BDI than those living in a single parent home. I'm hoping that by doing this research that we can show that there is a significance in how adults are susceptible to depression based off of what type of home that they grow up in, and hoping by doing this we can maybe help out doing marriage counseling and be able to help individuals raise their children together as opposed to separate. We're finding that individuals who are raising their children separately, their children do tend to suffer later in life. I really enjoyed doing this research. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.